What's up, my good people? Let's talk about how to rest better, how to optimize our downtime so we feel more rejuvenated, our tank is filled up, and we're ready to go back into the next day, excited about the projects that we're working on, excited to tackle our goals. I know that's the goal of a lot of people right here. Maybe you're feeling burnt out, tired, maybe you're just fatigued from a long year, even though we're not that far into the year yet. That's okay. We're going to talk about how to optimize your downtime so that you can feel more alive and joyful every single day. And I've got 3 ideas for you. And the first idea is to consider the ROI of your downtime. Actually think about and consider the return on investment from the time that you spend away from work. You see, a lot of people conflate 2 separate actions in their lives: rest and entertainment. And I think the problem with that is when you move towards activities after work that are stimulating, that are exciting, that are fun, that are entertaining, that's all well and good, but usually entertainment after work comes at the expense of rest time. And because those are 2 different things, we can often spend too much time outside of work entertaining ourselves and not enough time actually filling up the tank and doing activities that rejuvenate us. So think about for yourself, what's an activity that you do that's entertainment, and what's something that's actually rejuvenating and restful for you. And then consider which one you're prioritizing, because I'll tell you, most people who don't make this distinction, they lean farther into the entertainment side of things and spend most of their evenings and weekends doing those sorts of activities, which pushes out the time they can have napping or just reading a book alone or just lying down and resting your eyes. I'm talking real basic stuff, whatever it is for you. Those things that really truly give you that rejuvenated, tank-filled sense after you've done that particular action. So think about that for yourself and consider how to improve or increase the amount of time spent in actual rest as opposed to the time spent trying to entertain yourself. Maybe that means you got to cancel some plans this weekend. Maybe you're going out somewhere, you're going to a dinner party, and you really just need to take a nap on Saturday. That's okay. Plan for more rest in your life. Second big idea I have for you today is to rest more often, to rest before you need it. One of the biggest shifts in my professional life was implementing this, resting before I felt like I needed it to keep my productivity high and to keep myself feeling energized. If you think about your life across the span of a day, like a trajectory of energy across the day, you might have, if you're like me, you might have the most energy at the beginning of the day, and then it kind of slowly, gently goes down towards the afternoon. You've got less energy at the end of the day, but it's a pretty straightforward line of energy throughout your workday. What a lot of people do, unfortunately, is they hit a wall somewhere around the middle of the day or 2 or 3 p.m. where maybe the food coma from lunch is hitting in, maybe they've just been grinding so hard throughout the day, it's just kind of catching up with them, and their productivity drops in half or even less right at the end or the middle of their day. And this is so unfortunate, and I know how this feels, and this is why I feel for you if that's what you're experiencing, is the end of your workday is so much harder and you get so much less done than the beginning. The solve for that is to take smaller breaks throughout the day to give your brain a rest, because a lot of people think, oh, I'm physically fatigued, and we think about our physical bodies needing sleep, but actually our mind is what's most often drained at the end of the day. We're cognitively exhausted from solving problems, from having conversations, from going to meetings throughout the day. So we need to give our brain a break. And the way we do that is very, very simple. It's taking a walk, disconnecting from everything for a moment, and just focusing on your breathing. It's taking time to get a hot cup of tea or coffee. It's getting a back rub. It's breathing alone in a room for 15 minutes in the middle of your workday. It can be different things for you, but what those activities do is they give your brain time to disconnect from work, to be focused on nothing for a minute, so that you can actually reconnect with it, rejuvenated and feeling more excited than you were before you took that break. And here's a key to that. Sometimes you think, oh, all I need is a 5-minute break and I'll get right back to it. Well, actually, it's okay if that 5-minute break needs to be extended to, you know what, I'm gonna go on a walk and take an extra 15 minutes. Because you're much more valuable towards your productivity and your work throughout the day, and you're gonna feel so much better if you take that extra 15 minutes now to really get that rest you need so that you can attack the rest of the day, as opposed to just trying to stuff in a 5-minute break and like, yeah, that's fine, that'll work, and then getting back to it. Make sure the breaks that you take are actually effective, and they might need to be slightly longer than you think to make sure they are effective. So that's big idea number 2. The last big idea for you today is that lack of energy and lack of vibrancy in your life can actually be a lack of inspiration. What I mean by that is maybe you are doing everything right. You're taking breaks, you're getting good sleep, you're doing all those things, you're eating well, all the check boxes, right? But you still don't have energy. Well, this could be your problem. Maybe you're not inspired right now. Maybe you don't have something exciting pulling you forwards in your life. You see, we can do all the regular habits that are required of us to have a really good, restful downtime routine. But if when we get up to go during the day, we have nothing exciting to work on, that can be totally draining to us. We can spend our whole day working on things that we don't care about, and that can be quite literally depressing. So if you're feeling like you have really good rest habits, but you're still not feeling energized and you still feel drained throughout the day, maybe look at where you're going. What are your goals right now? What career are you in? What tasks and projects are in front of you? And honestly, are you excited about those? Because if you're not, that could be your problem. And it's a signal for you to change direction. It doesn't have to happen today. Maybe you can, roll it out slow, but shift the direction you're going and make sure that you're working on projects that genuinely excite you. That when you lie down to sleep and you think about the next day, you actually get excited to wake up and work on them. That's what real life is all about. Life is about having the energy and the excitement to enter into the day with excitement, with heightened energy, not just optimizing the time that we're not working. So that will be a really, really important thing if you're that person. So those are the 3 big ideas I have for you. And please, for yourself, for your family, for the team that you're leading, for your business, for yourself 10 years from now, for all those reasons, take your rest seriously and optimize your days so that you can get quality downtime, so you can come back fully charged up, full of joy to the projects and the work and the important toil that makes up your work day. And if you can just do one thing based off of this video, if all you got is one action step, do this. Write down a simple change you'll make to help you get better rest. What's one thing for you that you can do and implement that will help you get better rest? Maybe it's cutting a certain thing out of your life, like a distraction or entertainment. Maybe it's starting something new. Maybe it's changing your goals and your direction and what you're working on. Whatever it is for you, what's a simple change you can make to improve the quality of your rest and feel more energized each day? Do that, and remember, please do like this video, share this video with 3 of your friends who you think might find this information useful. And as always, remember, you're doing better than you think, and you're worth more than you know.